just so far from here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do. There is no.
Sleep number 360 comes with what they call responsive air technology, or as what we like to call it around here, RAT. The idea is the mattress will automatically adjust during the night based on your body's position. It's a key selling feature of the Sleep number 360 bed. But guess what? You can only use RAT when the bed is flat. So if you like to sleep with your head or feet slightly elevated on the FlexFit base, you can forget about responsive air technology. My question to you, is it really worth the money? On the Personal Comfort mattress, we use a passive pressure monitoring system that works no matter what position the mattress is in. It's measuring the pressure of the mattress on your body at all times using a standard medical pressure scale, and it shows you how the pressure changes as you move in real time. This is a setting you can activate on any one of our hand controls. It's a simpler system than Sleep Number's RAT. For one thing, it's not turning on throughout the night to make adjustments. But what we really like about that, well, it's simple and it works.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Alright, race fans, welcome here tonight, Talladega style. We're going here for the Super Speedway, here for the Sim500 Personal Comfort Winter Cup Series. It's going to be a good one. Well, Corey, man, these guys, it's plate track racing. You know what that means?
Yeah, it means a lot of high-speed action, Joe.
That's right. Door to door, bumper to bumper. And the Sim500, I always say, a little rough race at that short track, but guys, man, they know how to get it done when it comes. We saw Daytona, first race of the season. Well, actually, you weren't with me. I think we only had like one caution that whole entire time. That was exceptional for what these guys can do.
Well, alrighty.
I know you were sick that week, so.
No. I was doing something else that week. I was doing like a race control thing.
Yeah. Backing off. Did you have a good Christmas?
I guess, yeah. Did you?
Heck yeah, man.
Hopefully all these guys had a good Christmas.
Hope so. Hope everybody, like I said, everybody out there watching, had a good Christmas, man. Gotta have a good New Year's. Look, we won't see you again on the Sim500 till next year. Sounds kind of cool.
I thought it was kind of cheesy, but
hey, man. All right, here we go. Grid these boys up. Got 88 laps around this place. Gotta be patient. Gotta be there at the end to win it.
yeah, you definitely don't win Talladega on the first lap. You don't even barely win it on the last lap. You gotta be there coming out of 4 in order to win a race at Talladega.
And a lot of times, we always see the leader coming out of 4. The biggest two differences between Talladega and Daytona is where the start-finish line is. That's something you got to keep in mind here. Here we go. Tyler Dalton, the man out front. Jimmy Coleman going to be right there with him. Mike Motesi, E.J. O'Rourke. Man, we got some of the veterans here, man. Mike Kelly. Some of the veterans, man. Joey Katina. You know, watch out with Joey Katina. He loves Talladega. He actually raced in real life at Talladega.
Did he now?
Yes. Raced like I think it was the ARCA cars. Talladega, man. I remember him telling me something about it. Saw it. So here we go. Pace cars in. We're going green. Biggest thing I learned about these cars, as opposed to like the trucks and all that I'm used to seeing, is with these cars, the high lane, man, they kind of really dominant. So have to keep an eye on what these guys prefer, low or high.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well with these current gen, as I'm going to call them now, because we're obviously well past the new gen name. They definitely...
Next gen.
Yeah, they want to call them next gen, but now we're into the current gen.
That's it. A little jockeying around, you know, like I say, we're going to try to find what you can. Again, with these cars, it could be slipping and sliding as the race goes on. Daytona was a wild race here for these boys. I saw the cars kind of getting a little bit loose as they went on the race, but I noticed that they preferred that high lane. Right now, it looks like everybody's kind of dropping down low. Going to complete lap number 1. Going to the man, Jimmy Coleman, maybe. If E.J. O'Rourke doesn't have anything to say about it, E.J. says, you know what, I'm taking that.
Yeah, and that's another thing you got to think about here, Joe. That start-finish line is, I don't know the yardage, but it's further down the track than at Daytona.
Yep, I always associated with the start-finish line. Talladega is past the tri-oval, and the one at Daytona is kind of right there at the beginning of it. So yeah, you're right. That's the biggest two differences. Think about these cars, man. These cars out here jump around a lot more than I see the trucks do. I don't know if it's just they're that unstable or what, but you know they have the low downforce package.
Well, these cars are so light that you can almost steer them like a little golf cart.
Oh, okay. I have never drove one on this track, so I don't know. I mean, I only go off like what it is in real life. I mean, I know they have the 550 package and have the real, you know, downforce stop. I can see the difference in the in the wing there as opposed to what it would be like in a 1.5 mile, and obviously just plate track. So I can only go off that, but I've never drove one of these cars in iRacing. I haven't, maybe some smaller track. When it comes to drafting, I'm not quite sure how these cars. I mean, I'm looking at them right now. They look pretty stable. But again, I go off what Daytona was, and they love the high lane.
Yeah, they definitely like the middle or the high line. And actually, iRacing has really done a good job with the draft model. You can, if you're above somebody, you can really slow them down with the side draft.
Right now, you're talking 3 wide. These guys are taking it to the limit. You got a top lane coming. That's Kevin DeBrown. Talked about DeBrown here. You know, it's been all of, what is it, Mojica. Pretty much the whole entire season. I mean, last week his streak got broke, or the week prior his streak got broke. But right now, Kevin DeBrown has been one that has been in that position to win, but just had some bad luck. And right now he's bringing the top lane. Got a few takers there with Tyler Dalton, Joey Katina up there. But you can see that high lane. That was the third lane up that worked and got them boys to the front.
And speaking of Mojica, he's back there in 20th in the second pack, leading that.
Yeah, he's just probably biding his time. I mean, that's strategy. Some guys like getting up there, you know, battling it out. Some like getting way back here. I mean, you got to look way further on back. Randy Yoakum and company, that's kind of like the third pack. Nothing wrong with what they're doing. I mean, they're back here, been patient, got a long way to go. Pit stop's going to be involved, so gotta patient.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong or not, but wasn't Mojica a different car number?
I don't know.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like he wasn't car 58 though.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look at the past, you know, kind of get to what it was. And oh, Kevin DeBrown, he went sliding off the grass to the infield. Was able to hang on to it, but that's what I'm saying. Well, he just had some bad luck.
Yeah, he got shot off the nose there.
Yeah, he just had bad luck. Right now, still up front, your double file. You got E.J. O'Rourke leading the pack here. Coleman, Tyler Dalton. I think we need to watch out for that third lane up there. Them guys looking like they're wanting to get up close to that wall, and it's working out pretty good so far. Got Macklin, Coleman, Ryan, Matesi, Relin, Kelly, Higman, top 10.
Yeah, you just see that high side is able to pull away significantly. They got a couple less cars in the inside lane. It's just so much momentum up there.
Yeah, you got Dalton right now. He's still holding that high lane pretty good. Joey Katina right there behind him in a 14 machine.
Now you gotta be careful here with getting right up behind the bumper of the guy in front of you. If you stay hooked up a little too long, you could risk overheating.
Yeah, now that's another thing I'm probably, you know, I'm with you on. The overheating side of stuff. These cars might overheat a little bit quicker. Tommy Ryan, I'll tell you, that's another name I ain't heard in a while. That dude knows how to get it done. You had to watch out for him. He's up there in the fourth place spot battling along. Hey, Corey, I always say plate races, anybody can win these things. I mean, you can come from anywhere. Here comes, look at Brian Macklin. Man, shot out of a cannon at trans service machine.
Yeah, you notice he made a severe move up to the top side in front of Tyler Dalton. Here comes Dalton back down to the low side, going to try to get the lead back from him.
Yeah, Dalton said, look, I'll take that back. It just does not look like it, you know, it's just kind of unique here, Corey. Man, we don't see that. Look at this. I'm used to seeing cars or trucks side by side, but look at this. You got it either extremely low or they're way up there on high, and they're leaving the middle lane wide open. So that kind of telling you how these cars are reacting out here.
Yeah, it's honestly kind of amazing. I don't think I've actually seen a race like this before where you got two. I've seen them run in the bottom and in the middle, but I've never seen them use the high side before.
That's it, and it's working. I mean, whatever they're doing up there, they're loving it. I mean, the cars are reacting well because you see in Dalton, but every once in a while you kind of see EJ O'Rourke. He stumbles out there to the front, trying to maybe go to that middle, but it's not doing anything for him. So I'll have to see if anybody does. But right here, man, it's something else you don't see. Two cars break away from the pack. Normally I tell them that's danger because those guys behind them will just freight train right by them.
Well, the thing is, Brian needs to be easy right there because he's right on the back bumper. He could risk overheating. And then, not to mention, when he does have to back out of it, the cars behind him are all going to come up super quick. And actually, they're going to try to take advantage here. Joey Gattina is.
Yeah, and I knew they was getting a good run. You're going to see EJ give him a little bit of bump, knock him forward. So, just between these two guys, man, keeping them, you know, don't want to overheat, but man, you see Joey right there. He is pushing hard.
It's like a little two-step dancing right here, man.
Aside, you know, is he going to be able to lead this lap? Got to just get the nose out front to do it. He's got enough. Nope, not going to be able to. Actually, he is, yeah. DJ up there who's going to fall back, and the clutch is on the top side. And Tyler Dalton's going to get stuck on that high. So now we got the middle lane going.
Yeah, we got all three lanes of traffic going here, Joe. Oh, boy.
Far so good. Who's coming up front? Mike Kelly. Throwing it off to the front side. Jimmy Coleman. Glenn Campbell in the middle. Coleman's there with it. Hollifield, man's coming to the front.
Don't look now, but your second pack has caught the tail end of the front pack here. We're 12 laps into this thing.
Mojica back there. See what Mojica wants to do. If he's want to get up here, maybe battle a little bit. If he just wants to be patient and sit back in the back. I mean, obviously doesn't want to lose the draft. Man, these guys up front here are battling hard. And you know and I know it only takes one little tap. But
I always say somebody blinks or sneezes at the wrong moment, and it all goes south.
Been it a million times. Right now, Joey Katina controlling front, top side. Mike Kelly's down low. Door to door with Coleman, Campbell, Mike Motesi, Macklin, and got some right to the back. Nope. Glacier looks like he's the one that's coming up front. Katina now, don't do him, but if you don't watch it, he lose. Get the nose off of Kelly. Oh, car got around. That's the Meeks car. Richard Swavely and even all over the place. He got the Meeks. Had to hold off nice on the car. I don't like that blue and white paint. So it's all Motesi out front. Got Macklin behind him, Higman, Tina, Coleman, Kelly, Dalton, Harrell, Drellin, and Campbell on top 10 right now.
Yeah, and that losing the Meeps car there kind of shuffled things around, and Mike Motesi is leading all of a sudden.
I think that high lane will get back, you know, locked back up. This should be okay. You can see it coming again. That the 54 car up there, that's actually Jimmy Coleman. He's bringing that high lane back to life.
Yeah, Coleman bringing it back to life, and here comes Kevin Brown up the middle, picking up the draft of Gattina and wherever else that was in the middle there. Oh, and Gattina.
Oh, that's close. Man, up front they jockeying around big time. You got Matesi, Coleman, Dalton, Katina, like you said. Man, this is where it can get dicey. You get in trouble.
Well, they're shuffling around so much I can't even keep up with who's who.
I know. I'm just watching these cars all over the place. I mean, it's a good. You know, what surprises me is, I mean, these guys are actually able to do this and not wreck.
That's about the most thing I've been shocked about as well, is they haven't crashed it yet.
Absolutely.
This or anything else, I think we would have seen a big old wreck.
Gotta give a hats off to them right now. You got Matesi out front holding that high lane up there, up against the wall. Coleman's down low. Katina, Higman down there on the bottom. Is that Mike Kelly?
Mike Kelly and Higgins.
Yeah, purple machine. Purple machine. No, that's Wesley Donaldson.
No, that's
Oh, and Sigmund crashing in the back. Let's go back and see what happened to him. In the pro system. Oh, car came down, just got into him. He went to the wall. Surprising that was not caution.
Okay, I don't. Yeah. He wasn't on track long enough.
Well, he goes off the track.
Yellow flag
I
is
know.
out.
Down to yellow. Back up on it. Gonna keep
Oh.
watching.
Well, I don't know.
He's on the grass. Down on the grass. Back on the track. Driving. Fast.
Joe, that ain't our caution. You need to go to Charles Van Chyke.
Charles Van?
The SpongeBob car. Oh, no.
SpongeBob. Oh, him and another one. Yeah, somebody got somebody took
Gerald
out SpongeBob.
That was Gerald Liebenstein and Casey Duncan got involved there.
Yeah, somebody hit Patrick.
Oh no. Well, it is
Oh,
true.
man.
Patrick is on the passenger door there.
Yeah, flat Patrick on the side.
So we found our caution.
Found a caution. All right. Didn't tell me who had wrecked there. That's why I didn't know. All right. Well, Mike Motesi, caution one here tonight. That actually was good here around this track. All right. Any takers for pit road? Yeah, never mind. Everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody's on pit road. All right. What you thinking so far?
I don't know. I'm liking it. Looks like I ought to just feel only.
All right. Jesse back out. Dalton, Macklin, Tina, Higman, Rourke, Coleman, Olifield, Campbell, and Drelling. Looks like it's going to be the top 10. Well, let's see who we got in here. Talk to.
I don't know. How about you bring up my test? If we can find.
There he is. Let's bring him up here and let's get a word with him. Mike, Joy in the booth, you got a copy? Jesse, Joy in the booth, got a copy?
Sure.
Well, man, I tell you what, looking pretty good out there, man. How's the car feeling tonight?
It was feeling good. I can't believe I went over the line there and I got to go to the back field, but
Well, the good thing is we're at a plate track, so normally that would be disastrous, but hey, at least you got plenty enough time to come to the front.
Yeah.
I mean, how's the draft working out there?
it's good. It's where everything's working great. This is a fun car to drive in this format. With draft is fun.
Gotta ask a quick question. Notice these cars like the third lane up there. That's just something weird. We see most times, the middle or low, but is that just how these cars are?
Yeah, when you keep it wound up, you can stay in front. So you're gonna see a lot of that high line tonight.
Tell you what, man, good luck out there.
Thanks, buddy.
There you go. That's Mike Montesi right there. Got a penalty on pit road, so got to go back to the longest line in the back.
Yeah, he ended up crossing the yellow line coming back on track, and that's a no-go anymore on iRacing. You got to drive under that yellow line to the back stretch where there's a blue line on the track surface.
Well, and the good thing is, like I said, in this place, it won't hurt him too bad. He's got plenty of time to come back. Because you know what I always say, you can win from the front, middle, back, 2 laps down, get it done.
Yeah, he's not in too bad of a world of hurt here. Actually, you know what? It might play out for him. Because everybody's going to punch back up. He'll be at the back. If there is a crash in front of him, he'll be able to avoid it easier.
There you go. Tyler Dalton, the man right now, with old Joey Katina up front, Higman there with him. EJ O'Rourke. Okay.
Looks like Tyler Dalton is choosing the outside lane.
And we just got our answer along with that high lane, too. Maybe these cars with the downforce package, they get bogged down too much being on that low line, and they can stay wound up on that top side.
Yeah, they can keep that RPM up on the high side and create more speed.
Yeah, so that's kind of a little bit different than what we're used to seeing with like any of the other cars. Maybe it's just something with these, how the package is that so much downforce. EJ O'Rourke. That's just problems.
Oh my.
EJ has blinked and not blinked back in. Doesn't blink back in here soon. He's going to blink it on out.
It says EJ O'Rourke is manually disconnected. It doesn't say packet loss. So
wow.
F4 or computer crash or something.
Well, that's enough to throw your wheel across the room right there. Green flag, back racing. Dalton and company up front. Back at it here at Talladega. Don't want to get too far out there, Dalton. They'll come by you.
Yeah, Dalton, you better be easy.
You can already see Joey Katina. He's got that run on the bottom. You can see the high lane gets such a good run. They're going to have to set up just a little bit. Not they're going to run him over. Be the last lap, they probably run him over. Oh, got a car around the back. Mike Caffrey. Back and see what happened to him. Actually came off pit road. Probably just hit the hammer too hard here and running around. Oh.
Well.
Actually just stopped and said,
well.
Get to put gas in it?
Well, I mean, he... Well, he didn't make the original call for the grid, and he's 18 laps down by now, and... Okay, at least he didn't bring... At least there wasn't a caution.
Well, he's far enough off the track that it wouldn't. I don't really like the fact that he's sitting there. And then he goes, like...
Alrighty, whatever.
Yeah, I mean...
Okay. If it would have brought out a caution, I would have had a little problem.
Yeah, I'd be like, wait a minute, man, come on now. Edmonds would have had to look at that one, but hey, let them do that. Joey Katina out front. Higman, Coleman. He's still back up on that high lane up there. Trucking. 2x2 out the field here.
Coming to lap 22 here at the line.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I hate that with old EJ, man. The like you said, out like it was. They're coming up on that lap car. What they do up on that high lane? I mean, they got off that high lane. Oh no, he's going to go down low. Whew. At least he got down there on the straightaway. And in the turn, that'd been dangerous.
Yeah, they caught that lap car at the right spot at the right time.
2x2, side by side. Goes the tail up front.
Looking good.
Looking strong.
Looks like they've all sorted it out among each other. Kind of staying calm right now. For now. Give them about a couple of laps and we might see some swerving around.
Doing good. What's up, John? How you doing out there, man? Haven't talked to you in a while. Doing pretty good. Just best stuff, man. Trying to keep Corey in line. You know, that's a time job. Oh man, he did good in the trucks last week. Okay, folks, I'll give him credit. Jumpy trucks. Right now, nice looking car. I think that's Nick Silverberg. I'm Michael.
Well, it'd help if you tell me what car.
God. Oh, Beasley. Go back.
Darrell Waltrip.
Well, he did it. Didn't Ricky Craven drive it one time?
Yeah, okay. Cravens drove it. I know Waltrip did. I'm sure there's a couple others out there. Come on, Joe. Show your age.
Well, I mean, I do remember back when Waltrip did drive it the other way back in the back. I remember Ricky Craven. Wow, that's way back in the day, man. All right, here we go. Corey Katina up front, though. Got that 14 machine look good. And the man behind him there, Higman. His tails looks like everybody's calmed down right now. Got Coleman, Campbell. And look at old D. Brown. He's back. But 10th. Let's see if he can't get something done on that bottom. I think these guys calmed down from earlier, for instance. What do you think?
Yeah, they kind of seem to have toned it down a little bit.
Well, you know, like I say, I know you missed the first race of the season here for the Personal Comfort Winter Cup Series here at Sim500 at Daytona. They went, I think it was only like one caution the whole entire. And but anyway, what I saw in that race was those guys were very patient all to the last part.
Well, we mentioned how calm they are right now, but somebody's trying to form up the middle groove. That's Kevin Brown. He didn't quite get the momentum he needed.
Oh, right there in the middle. Scott Stencil. Another one. And now, if people don't know who Scott Stencil is, he actually owns Personal Comfort, but he actually raced in the Truck Series in real life now. Scott Stencil out there. Cool guy. I talked to him a couple times. Looking good right now. He's up 20 seconds, so he knows how to get around this track too. Right now, you got the Dylan Hazley, Mike Motesi. Remember we talked to him. He's back up to 16th, and right there in the middle, man, pack rat. Just amazing in cars of how high they are up that track. Just don't see that very often at Daytona or Talladega.
Well, we see him 3 wide here, back around like 8. That's Tommy Ryan leading the pack, but look at the 3 cars leading the middle group. They all have the same paint scheme, so I'm assuming they all are teammates.
Ones you looking at? Yeah,
Tommy,
you got the 80. Yeah, you got Tommy Ryan and Jeff Ryan. And then you've got Randy Yoakum. Yeah, now if I'm not mistaken, they are teammates. Remember in the past that those three are teammates? Kind of different, man. I guess they've got a sponsor there on the two in the front of it, the 811.com. Because normally, Jeff Ryan, he does the throwback to Earnhardt schemes a lot. So, but tonight he's running the sponsor colors. Same as what Ryan's got and Yoakum. So those three machines there, I'm gonna say 98%. I remember them being teammates.
Yeah, I'd almost bet. Oh, and Yoakum pinched Kevin up into the wall. Not Kevin. Oh no, Kevin.
That guy, man, has the bad worst luck around. Kevin DeBrown.
Oh, I'm telling you, he got spun off the nose of E.J. O'Rourke earlier, and there he got pinched by Randy Yoakum. He can't catch a break.
No, he can't. Anyway, it's going 3 wide. Something's going to have to give there for long. He's still in 14th spot, though, Brown is.
Yeah, he didn't lose too bad right there. Didn't really catch too much damage from what I can tell from my perspective. So he'll be all right. He'll live.
Yeah.
He'll make it through. He's gonna go 3 wide now. Oh no.
Oh well, yeah. No, we know how that's gonna work. Yeah, and amazing though, man. You touched on it. You said how iRacing with the draft package. That shows right there with the draft package and how much the side draft plays here. It is a thing here in iRacing, and that helped him shoot that gap in the middle there to get what he did. Now, at some point, you can see he's going to need help to get further, but he was able to actually, stay there with him by using the side draft, and we've seen that in the trucks and Xfinity cars, in real life all the time. Again, now he's got some heavy help right now. That third.
Brian Macklin, Kevin. Oh boy, Kevin.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what, that man's he's got to come out here with the Depends cars one time, man, because he's gonna need it by the time he gets done with this season. How many times he's been turned, knocked around, and everything else? I mean, it's like, good grief, poor guy.
Well, it's 3 times in 30 laps here that he's about been wrecked.
Yeah. What's up, Josh? How you doing out there? Yeah, I mean, so DeBrown, I mean, that guy, he's just getting knocked around like potato salad, man. I'll have to check out. Okay. By the time the end of this thing. Oh, man. Brian Ward said he's ready. Got his VR on. He might have got involved in that wreck early on. Got damage. That's another thing.
He's gonna come back on the track. Caution.
30. Back and watch what happened to him. He actually was down low. Looks like the same situation that DeBrown, but unfortunately Macklin wasn't able to hold on to it. Ooh, boom.
Can't imagine how he can.
No, there's some brakes. You don't hold it when you get to the track.
Well, you got real lucky that no cars were coming.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot worse.
All right now in the caution. Not bad. 32 into this one. Doing an exceptional job so far. Being really patient. Collins out there saying, room. Members. All right. Well, let's see who we pull up here and we'll talk to you next.
Dare I say Kevin?
Kevin who?
DeBrown.
Make sure he's not making his pit stop.
Yeah, we'll hold off until after he pits if he does.
Back 28 right now. Got going like a hot potato tonight. Up here in the waiting. Kevin, do you want boots? Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, man, I was saying you look like you're a hot potato out there. You've just got smashed every which way but the right way. How's the car feeling?
Good so far. I say we're a little loose when it comes to somebody pushing me, but I'm really surprised we saved it so far.
Absolutely. I mean, it's outstanding saves. I won't mess your pit stop up here, time and all, but man, outstanding saves. I joked around up here and I said, man, he's going to have to come up with a new sponsor, Depends or something, because after they've been just knocking around the last couple of weeks, it's amazing being able to battle back. But I asked earlier, how's the draft? I mean, how's your car feeling in the draft?
It's not too bad. You get these good, nice runs. I'm trying to figure out if I can get the mid lane going, but it's not really going too well because, you know, obviously get turned a little bit, but yeah, it's hard to get in the mid lane because you get suckered.
Oh, got it there a little bit, but
It's all good.
I tell you what, at least it's plate track, man. Good luck out there and keep that thing straight as you can.
Appreciate it, man.
All right.
You got it.
All right, well, you heard it right there from him. Hey,
Hey,
amazing
he's gotta get
saves
careful.
all night. Yeah, it's like wow. And that's just been his season so far. I mean, he's had a fast car to win it. It's like Mojica said. He's probably should have won several races. His bad luck turns up for him. And one thing I'm noticing, these guys are talking about these cars being slick. I'm not really seeing it. I'm not behind the wheel. They're saying they're really, really loose in that draft.
I could probably see it. I mean, it says track temp is 122 degrees. It is scorching hot.
Well, only on the second caution here, but did really well. About halfway home here. The man out front right now. Oh, Jimmy Coleman. Got it locked down with Tyler Dalton. Joey Katina, Higman, but it's anybody's race at this point. You know, it's Talladega, the plate tracks. I've seen it. I've seen guys, man, win from the front, the middle, back, 2 laps down. Matter of fact, not last week, the week prior, the Friday night Superspeedway, when he came from 2 laps down and almost pulled it off there. So it can be done. You need a little help. Be done.
It's plate track racing, Jeff.
Absolutely. Wow. Anybody can win, even you can, Corey.
I'm like Evan. I get bad luck.
Me too. Don't feel bad. The man we ain't been talked about much tonight, Pedro Mojica, who has dominated first spot. I mean, he's won every race this season except for one. So he was on a roll. And tonight, now he's been quiet, hanging out in the back, which that's a strategy at plate tracks. You know, just because he's been back on the back don't mean he doesn't have a fast car, can't get it done. That's a strategy we see in guys in real life pull off, and I got a feeling before it's over with, he's going to be up front.
Yeah, he's playing it calm. I mean, we ain't even halfway. We got 10 laps to the halfway point. Even halfway at a plate track, that just is still early to go for the win.
Oh, yeah.
5 to go is about the max to try to go for a win at a plate track.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, normally I always say, like any other track, they're about 20 to go, business is going to pick up, run, but you're right, plate tracks, thing 5, and heck, I'd even go as far as say maybe the last lap. Because it's such a big track. I mean, anything can happen from the start-finish line, and by the time you get around that start-finish line, with this track here in Daytona, just so much difference between the two. Owen, man. Oh, Jimmy Coleman. He's going to hope he doesn't need a tow tonight. One thing about this league is they don't do fast fixes. Never have. Kind of like that, you know, different series. They do different things, but here, crumple that car. But I hope you can get it fixed, man, with some optional. Done.
Yeah, and I like it like that. It makes you drive a whole lot smarter. You don't
Think
have
about
a
it
It makes you think about that move you want to pull on lap 44 of 88 lap race.
Absolutely. Pace cars in. Here we go. We're going back green. Guys, tonight, personal comfort, Sim500 Winter Cup Series. Love the Cup cars. They're fast. They're beautiful. Look good out there. Here we go. Coleman, Dalton, Two men up front. Saw Dalton get a jump out front there before. And everybody kind of run him down, but now you're going to see Gatina got a little closer that time.
Bigman with the good bump to Coleman. That's going to help out the high side form up a lot earlier than we've seen on the past restart. So, maybe.
Got the blue. Oh, car from the wall up there. Who's that? That's Crane. Oh.
That was Crane.
Was it Crane?
Yeah.
22, yeah. He's in the Navy machine. He just lost a lot of momentum. Look, he kept that thing off the, coming back down the track and coming in his asphalt.
Yeah, I'm shocked that he didn't bounce. But then again, they weren't up all the way up to full speed, so that's probably what really saved everybody.
Top guys, you got Coleman. Everybody's on that top side. And Nick Silver, he in third place, right? Can't get a little. In a blue sports machine.
Blue?
Nice like a paint job he's got on that thing. Not sure what blue sport. Oh, it's eSport. Blue eSports. Okay. Not quite sure what that is. Look it up on Google, man.
Well, if I had to take a lucky guess, it's a race team. Well, I'm going research.
Investigative reporting there.
Hold on. I think I found their Facebook page here.
Kelly Donaldson, Scott Stencil, they're battling back here around 10th place spot. Well, as Corey's over there trying to do some investigating.
I can't find anything on it.
Well, maybe, hopefully there's no more cautions. We might bring him up here and last. Anybody out in the chat know what Boo Esports is? And Corey thinks it's a race team. Got to be something with the esports that already tells us it's got to do something with online. These guys back here around 10th place spot. They're taking a 2x2. Here comes Scott Stencil, Mike Kelly, Donaldson and company down there.
Oh, hey, look, in the middle with Ryan and Kelly, the rainbow car, Kevin D. Brown.
Oh, that guy, man, he's just up and down. He is riding the rainbow here tonight. Man up front, in the middle, in the back, and he's been all over the track. But he's still cooking, looking good.
Yes, he is. Now maybe he can turn his little luck around here and stay up here.
Got Tommy Ryan right there with him. Ed to Brown. Kelly and company. Still the man out front. Coleman, he's running this pack up top. I noticed something now that they went one lane up off the low line. So. Oh, contact!
Tommy and Gatina.
Yeah. Katina got the worst end of that one as he's going sliding off through the infield, mowing the grass. As long as he stays. Let's go back back and see. Wow. Looked like Ryan thought he was clear. Came up a little bit, got in the side of Katina. Bouncing up.
Wow. And no caution, so good.
That's gonna hurt. That hurts.
That hurts, but good job for not bringing out a yellow.
Yeah, I mean, you know, here's the frustration, you know, like in Katina right there. He knows now that he's probably gonna go lap down. Something drastic doesn't happen here, but you know, like I said, good heads up, you know, to keep going and whatnot. But it is frustrating as a driver to know. Yeah, because in real life, they probably would throw the caution flag. Safety bike. Here on iRacing, if you're so far off the track, they won't do it. Sometimes it is frustrating for drivers.
I'm not saying it's right, but I probably would have came up on the track for my yellow.
Talking about you.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Good race right now as you got Coleman still leading it, but you see that inside lane, it's creeping up there.
Say inside is, but they're in the middle lane.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're used to seeing them way down the bottom and one right there beside him, but you're right. It's a tide machine. He's going to see if he can't clean up a little bit down there on the bottom.
Oh, Jeff Ryan, a little bit of contact.
Yeah, and he shot down across the field in front of everybody. Tells us right now just to show you just how maybe slick these cars are.
Well, they're all trying to side draft, and they just get a hair too close, and bam! They knock each other out of the way.
Terrible. The Brown's still hanging out there in 11th spot. He's in a good place. Coleman is coming up on, looks like Katina. And actually, E.J. O'Rourke back out. So he got his connection problem solved and back out here.
19 laps down, but we're back out here.
Well, he could protect his one position. All Coleman show right now out front. Got to go back around about 10th place spot for these guys getting all wiggly side by side. Got Glenn Campbell back here. Boy, another name familiar with the Sim500 group. Well, Wesley Donaldson. Everybody door to door right now.
Yeah, the lap car kind of shuffled them around back in the back there.
Funny.
Hey, we got the SpongeBob car up here in 13. He was involved in that straight. Oh, no. And we just got caught straight. Come on.
Where's Bob?
It's still on TV, Jeff.
Crazy.
It's gotta be
You're right.
on.
He's back up there because remember he got hit hard early. What's up, Doug? Up. How you doing, man? I appreciate everybody tuning in out there. Hit those likes and shares. Know the league. Appreciate it. It's a good race so far. These guys got going on. And like Corey was ever talking about. Let's go. Ooh.
Middle line is still holding in pretty strong. You see Hastings down on the very bottom. You might think about going to the middle group with everybody else.
Glad to see. It just looks like that inside lane just can't keep going.
No, they just can't. It's as if they can't side draft enough. It's easier to side draft the passenger door because you can obviously make out where you're at next to the car. It's harder to side draft the driver's side of another car. So the advantage is going to be the top side for side drafting. If you, by pure raw speed, the inside would be the better way to go.
Right now, and we talked about at the beginning of the race, these guys are way up there on the wall. I mean, they are dangerous. And there's something you don't want to see a guy in front of you blinking, especially when you got to sit there and bump draft with him. But we are past halfway. You see the Brown pushing like crazy, try to get to the front. But I'm used to, it's kind of reversed roles here. The outside lane, normally I'm used to seeing having trouble getting to the front. Now it's the inside lane having trouble.
Just noticed something out of that turn 4. I seen the 7 of Tom Drayling get a little bit loose. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they're killing tires up top. It might come into a factor here, Jeff.
Yeah, we're past halfway. They're definitely going to have to make another pit stop. You see the Brown right now chewing the back bumper off of Matesi. Or Kelly. Actually, Kelly's right now sitting going, man, ease up a little bit. Tell you what, my tail, man, it's getting a little wiggly.
I don't know if I would be pushing the guy that blinked a lap ago.
all over him. Right along here with D Brown. Let's see what he sees right now, and kind of see it right there off of him. I always say that's kind of a textbook draft move, but see these guys every once in a while, they'll pull up right there on the back bumper, get up on them. You can't see anything when you're down low either.
No.
Now he's doing a good job just kind of staying off of them, like textbook style drafts, what I call it. They usually leave about a hood or half a hood car length. No need to pressure the issue yet. I mean, it's still early by this race. I mean, getting close to the 50 mark here, but still early.
Yeah, you're early enough where you don't want to put yourself in harm's way. Kinda might want to be towards top 15 in the lead pack when they do have a green flag pit stop if we get to that point. But
That car right there, old Bittenfield, miss. Paint job.
the 75.
It looks like we've got two packs forming up here too, back in the back. Mohika's bringing up that second pack.
Now, if the second pack wants to catch up, their best bet would be to honestly go to the high side. I'm not sure why they haven't made the move. I mean, they're going to catch him here anyways.
Well, they're not. Yeah, they're not out of the draft. They're close enough to catch. He's close enough to catch that draft. A little bit further back, he probably would have lost it. But I mean, he is close enough to catch that tail end. But I'm with you. I don't know why they're not on the high side. But they're still not out of the draft yet. Keep doing what they're doing, and they could lose the draft. I think this is a play right here. I think this is what Mohika wants. Out the back here, and just be patient. Hopefully, miss the big one like that right there.
Oh,
I said miss the big one. And what happens?
oh no.
The big one. Yellow flag. Let's see what happened. Oh, the two got smashed.
I know that wasn't Kevin Brown's fault.
Who's that? Kelly? Kelly got nailed. Let's go back. So, bump draft up front got hit. And then there just
And Kevin involved as well.
yeah, unfortunately on his end.
It was Tom Drayling that came down.
Watch him.
Actually, he got hooked by
Yeah,
Tyler.
looks like the 19 kind of maybe wanted to fit it in there, just clipped him ever so slightly out of the wall. He almost had it saved, and then just bounced off the wall, and then from there, boom! Oh, and then poor old Brown, man, he just can't catch a break. Wrong place, wrong time. And then he got ricocheted back up the track. The two did. From there, it was just chaos.
Cars everywhere. Parked
Look at
on.
Mohika. Mohika making moves. We were just talking about him. Oh, man, let's go back and watch it one more time. Watch Mohika. He was in that second pack. He saw it, and he was like, you got to be kidding me. He goes way down the apron. Then he got cars flying right behind him. Woo, so there we go.
For a hard ride.
Pit stops.
By theory, I think this might be the last stop. I don't remember how many laps these cars can go under green flag conditions, but
This probably could be it. Trying to look for old Nick Silver. Don't. That esports.
no, I don't see him either.
Guess we won't find out yet. Go on Facebook, maybe.
I tried.
Comes back out in 6. Higman's going to be the man that's going to take over the top spot. Motesi, Coleman, Harrell, Donaldson, Silver, Van Sheek. That's how we say it. Waverly, Bentonfield, and Glacier, the top team.
Well, I got bad news for Kevin Brown.
His day's probably done.
His whole right front is like shoved back into the firewall.
Yeah, it was a hard hit. I mean, it didn't look bad, but it was a tough lick. It looked like it actually messed up the front right wheel.
Yeah, that right front is out of line. So the bad luck continues on Kevin Brown.
Yeah, oh cool. Talking about it.
Man, I just want Kevin to have a good race.
I know, man. We're pretty rooting for him, and then all of a sudden, just booms. Bad luck.
It's all right, Kevin. You'll get a win one of these weeks, or a good top 3 or something.
Folks, I tell you what's a good one in here. We got our personal comfort Winter Cup Series Sim500. We're going to step away here for a second. We'll be right back.
Sleep number 360 comes with what they call responsive air technology, or as what we like to call it around here, RAT. The idea is the mattress will automatically adjust during the night based on your body's position. It's a key selling feature of the Sleep number 360 bed. But guess what? You can only use RAT when the bed is flat. So, if you like to sleep with your head or feet slightly elevated on the FlexFit base, you can forget about responsive air technology. My question to you, is it really worth the money? On the personal comfort mattress, we use a passive pressure monitoring system that works no matter what position the mattress is in. It's measuring the pressure of the mattress on your body at all times using a standard medical pressure scale, and it shows you how the pressure changes as you move in real time. This is a setting you can activate on any one of our hand controls. It's a simpler system than Sleep Number's RAT. For one thing, it's not turning on throughout the night to make adjustments. But what we really like about that, well, it's simple and it works.
All right, we're back here, folks, and lights off on the pace car. We're getting set to go back green. Higman, the man out front. Coleman. Been a good one here. Hope everybody had a good Christmas holiday. Setting it up for the New Year's. We'll be back here with the Sim500 next year, 2023. Any plans for the New Year's, Corey?
No.
Me either. I'll probably watch the ball drop, and that's about it.
I don't even do that.
Well, look, man, come on now.
Man,
That's the ball drop.
man, it goes past my bedtime.
You just say your bedtime.
Yes.
Man.
Speaking of bedtime, that was a beautiful commercial from Personal Comfort there.
That's right. Check them out. Get you one. Who is on here? I think EJ said he got one. Got one here in the Sim500. Got it. They liked it a lot. Oh, which driver?
Oh, we know Stencil has one.
Oh, yeah.
I hope he has one.
Yeah, I'm with him, yeah. Pretty sure. Man, who is it? I don't know who was that. Maybe they'll pop up, let me know. Pace car's in, here we go. Higman and Company. To the line, Talladega style here. Lap 53 be on the board. Solid race so far. Live tonight here on OSR Network on YouTube, Facebook. We're also on the Roku TV side of things. We're on the iRock TV. Check them guys out. We've got a Roku TV. Check them out. We're live there too. We're also live on the Sim500 Facebook. Check guys out because racing Cup Series. Well, I'll tell you what, who's that digging down on the bottom? Coleman?
Yeah, Coleman and Mike Motesi on the bottom there.
Yeah, I see that. Jesse looking strong.
Hey, look at who's made his way up to the top 8. And in the number 58.
Oh, Mohica,
red.
yeah. I tell you, I told you, keep your eye on that red machine. A red bullet. Be up there. Pedro.
I still say 54 is a hair.
Well, yeah, I mean, but, you know, hey, look. Might as well try it. But right now, he's probably trying to say, okay, do I got the car to get up front? No doubt he probably don't, but what lane do I have to take? He's up here to 7th. Maybe ride a little bit. See what he can do. He's up on that top lane right there. Also, Mike Matesi, we talked to him earlier. Yeah, Pedro, you can't count him out. That man, he dominated the first part of the season. And then finally a streak got broke. Here he comes. He's got a good push or two right there. Scott Simley. I call him Scott Smiley. Right now he's smiling. He's smiling because he's got it, well, Heineken in him, and he's sitting right behind Pedro. Is going to push him through the front. Up the back there. What it's doing.
That was Michael Caffrey, and he's like 20 laps down.
Oh, yeah. Driving like he got some underneath the tires. Tell you what, the 2-car back there, Mike Kelly badly blinking. That's not what you want to see. Meanwhile, up front, here comes Mohica. He's trying to charge that inside lane. He's got help from Simley, but the top side's been dominant all night long. Motesi's got it on the lockdown with a 54 machine behind him, a Coleman. It's going to be a side-by-side, and usually I say it's side-by-side, but actually it's a car high, car low, and a big space in between. I mean, you know, normally you used to see them door-to-door. They're not door-to-door. They're, like, spaced out.
Yeah, there's just a weird gap that he just regularly never seen.
I've never seen this, yeah.
You got to wonder if Pedro gets clear to go up top. Is he going to take it? He's clearing it right now. I wonder if he'll go up there.
You know, and we always talk about that when the outside lane, the guy clears, he goes instantly down low. It is weird that you say that. Will he go up top? Right now, he's staying with his dancing partner down there, Simley, because he pushed him up there. I'm with you. How long does he stay on the bottom? But he has run the bottom all race long. He really hasn't been up top most of it. Remember when he was in that second pack earlier you was talking about? And you said that why weren't they up top? He was running the bottom. So evidently he feels his car's better down low like it is. But I don't know. We'll just have to see how this race goes on.
Well, I'm pretty sure the 3 cars behind him are the 3 cars that were with him when they were running the bottom anyway. So
Absolutely.
maybe they all made an agreement.
Oh, I reckon.
Oh, come on.
Oh, goodness. Waverly. Oh. It happened in front of him with the 19, and then boom, he just got clipped. Originally got Tyler Dalton. Dalton. Oh, he got in a wall. Dalton did. It looks like he just came down, and then next thing you know from there, boom.
That was Hallfield that was on the wall in front of Dalton.
Smash.
Boom. Crash.
All right, well, the Meeps car was Mohica out front. Now do you pit? Need to go. I'd pit. I'd say I'm pit. Because they all pitted at lap 50. That put 38 laps.
Well, they would have came out on the track.
30 laps. It'll be 30 laps now. Yeah, they got to go. So, out.
I knew exact count of field miles.
Well, they run 100. They run 100% here. So.
I know that, but I don't remember how long you can go or anything.
Well, in real racing, it's about 37 laps on a plate track.
Well, so I mean, it would be really tight if they got a green light checkered at the end. If you don't come in now, you'd be in a world of hurt.
Right, right. So, you know, in real life, you actually put it usually around 35, 37, I believe, at 100% fuel on a plate track. So, Yeah, most of these guys pit at lap 50. I'm gonna be surprised if they don't come down pit road. So it doesn't look like they are. So they know something. They know something that I don't know.
If you're towards the back, I'd come in. You see Tommy Ryan, the first taker. He'll bring KC, Duncan, Randy Yook, and Hastings with damage. Okay.
I just don't see them 38 laps.
It's going to be a stretch if they make it.
But then, like you said, you got to calculate the green-white checkers, if there is any. I mean, these caution laps help them. I've always said that usually around about 2 or 3 caution laps was about a lap, a green flag. If you save, you'll give or take. So, I mean, the cautions help, but still, man, that's close. That's got to be close fuel-wise. I mean, if anybody's out there, let me know, watching or whatnot. I mean, close y'all think they are on fuel. And they go 38 laps fuel-wise.
It's going to be a down to the last second. Find out. If they all know better than we do up here in the booth, and they are going to shock us and still have enough gas to do 3 victory laps.
Yeah. Nonetheless, it's still been a good race. Out here putting on a good show so far.
Yeah, closing in towards the end of this race here. It's getting down to it, Joe. Moves are going to be made.
Yeah. What move would you be thinking about if you was out there?
I'd be thinking about the 4 wide through the grass move. No, not gonna work.
All right. Yeah.
Be interesting to see what lane Pedro takes here. If he takes inside or outside. They are saving.
Well, he's stuck on that inside all race long, so I don't. He would give it up.
And moment of truth. We are staying on the bottom. It looks like.
Yeah, I think he is. I mean, that's been his bread and butter all race. He's found something down there, and a lot of guys have said they want the top end thing, but he's found something on that bottom that's worked. And he's going to stay with it. But look at Scott Simley, puts him up on top. What does he do here? Does he try to get back down there behind Pedro, get in front of him? You know, then Josh Williams down there, Scott Stencil. Look at that, boy. He stormed to the front. I mean, I know, Simley was up there going, look, I've worked so well with him. I hate now I got to be behind him.
Well, you see, they're all still trying to save gas. I mean, I understand they got another mile or so to get around to the restart zone, but
yep.
Yeah.
Ohika right now going to be the man on the bottom. Yeah.
They all ought to figure this thing out before too long, going pace lap here. Bunch it up, boys. I say they get out of 4, bunch it up here.
What that penguin say? Smile and wave. Smile and wave. All right. We got Mahika, Emily, Williams, Stancil. Coleman.
Looks like all of Pedro's friends that he had earlier on the bottom are all starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We'll start singing, man, I got friends in low places.
Yeah, no.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go, pace car's in. Well, Weekend Company going to bring him to the line. He gets a good jump. Got Josh Williams running right behind him.
Outside didn't even go.
Didn't go,
Wow.
did it? Not at all. Well, we'll see if it forms up. I mean, we like we say, we've seen Pedro. He's held on that bottom lane. Williams is there with him. That jump outside.
Mainly Harold.
Harold up top, the rock star machine.
Yeah.
He's going to need help, though. Emily says, you know what, I'm going to go down here. Here comes Scott Stencil. He's going to stay up high. That's going to be interesting here, Corey. If we start seeing like the second half of this race where everybody goes down to the low line.
Well, I mean, you have the bottom feeders controlling the front of the pack now.
Yeah.
So, and that start messed up all your high side runners. We're going to
You're
see
starting
how...
to see these guys. Well, you're starting to see
Yeah.
them form up there in the back there. Look around about 10th place spot. You're starting to see the 60 machine. That's Higman. Remember, those guys were up there on the top end. So maybe they're going to start saying, okay, let's form this thing back up so we can't get back to the front.
Now, you got to be careful when you get up to them when you have that much of a momentum build up already. Get to these slow cars at the front of the pack up top. You don't want to slam into them. So,
Yeah.
Here we go. 3 wide, Macklin.
Ooh, Stencil's right there with them. Going to see if we can't take the high lane. Like I say, they're split in the middle. Stencil out front for the moment. Got his nose, and I always say you just got to have your nose. Now they're in more of a conventional side-by-side that we're used to seeing at Talladega.
Well, we say that, and here comes Macklin. Clear up top. Oh, they shut the front bumper on Macklin. Harrow and Stencil did.
They're getting all kind of wiggly. Now they're back up there against the wall riding. Stencil up top.
Wow. Look at Macklin just taking the gap. No holds bar right now.
Strong. Pedro down on the bottom. He's still got a good pusher with him. He's going, guys, y'all do what y'all got to do up there. But they're 3 and almost 4 wide. Now, you know, Talladega, it's wide enough. You go 4 wide. I don't want to advise it for very long because 3 wide is big enough. But here comes KC. He's going to see if he can't make something here in the middle. You're not seeing anybody be able to make anything in that middle. As soon as they do, they go falling back like a rock.
He's got help from Harold behind him, but I mean, look at that. And here comes EJ O'Rourke trying to get one of his 19 laps back. He has the same paint scheme as Stencil, so I assume they are teammates.
Yeah, they are. And, I know Pedro's thinking, you got to be kidding me, dude. Get out the way. You're going to come down there and just stop my momentum like that. That could have been disastrous with that move. They're 4 wide in the back, and SpongeBob gets flattened up against the wall. Wow.
Hate to say it, that was a dirty move.
Oh, yeah, because it actually slowed Pedro up to the
That
line.
was dirty, man. If I'm Pedro,
all fair, loving racing.
Oh boy, Pedro kind of dipping below the yellow line, trying not to hit Higman there.
I'll tell you, they're getting awful dicey up here. KC's the man in the middle. He's about to get dunked on. Here comes Joey Gattina. Remember earlier in the race, he got involved in an accident. He's up to 6 now. Storming back to the front. 24 to go in this one. These guys, man, thinking that's the last lap.
Well, I mean, you've seen it. They've gone from like 7th up to the lead in a matter of seconds. So I don't know where you want to be at when we get to the white flag in 24 laps.
Remember Joey Gattina was a lap down earlier? Remember he had that spin off through the grass? I told you at this place, if you have a little bit of luck, get the lap back, you can get back up here in contention, and he is. kind of stuck in that middle right now, but he looks like he's one of them wants to be up on that top side, just can't get it. Got old Pedro there. Pedro's going, okay, man, I don't know what you're doing at 14, but you got to go.
Well, here comes the Maps car. Look at this. Well, he was involved in a crash.
Right,
The
the meat.
fish.
That's the meats.
The fish is coming back to the front.
Somebody got hooked him pretty good.
Not to mention the SpongeBob car who was involved in your first wreck early on.
I slapped Patrick earlier in the race.
Well, like we say, you don't get too much damage in a wreck and you're still good. You could come from the back.
And that's in a plate track, you don't ever want to give up because you just never know. I mean, unless you're just totally destroyed. If you still got some fenders and wheels on that thing, even if you go a lap down, you still can make it up here.
Now the middle lane is formed back up again. We're back to where we were, where you had the high side up by the wall.
The
And you had the
teammates back here working together
yeah.
too.
Randy Yoakum, and I do believe that is Tommy run.
They're back up against the wall again, so what's the move? You see these guys wanting them all up on the top side. You see Mahika's even went up on the top side. Can you get that low line working?
Well, the best move you want to do is about third car in line, and they're going to want to shoot down and hope somebody behind them comes with them on the white flag coming to the line. That's the best way to get around everybody.
We got an update out here. Jason out here did tell us he's the spotter for 91. He said fuel is good. They could go 40 laps. Cautions are helping. But if we get a second overtime, might be stretching. An eye out.
Alrighty.
Well, that's why a lot of these guys have pitted at lap 50 and 51 did not come in the pits. But they'll go 40 laps. I mean, they'd only have to go 38. Obviously, like we said, the cautions definitely help because that's slowing down and save fuel. So that second green-white check, that's when you start extending it.
Well, you see your V8 811 cars coming up through. They kind of made a head car.
Here comes the 6.
Come on.
Matessa, he's tired of riding behind these guys.
Now where does Stencil go? He goes, oh, we got a big
They're
one.
wrecking.
Uh-oh. And one of them upside down turtle
A rock
there.
star.
Uh-oh. There's a lot of them.
That started it.
Like
Oh, Harold went upside down. Let's see. Oh, looks like the 99 came up a little bit, got the rock star, and he went for a wild flip. Upside down.
Up
Dum, dum, dum.
blown up. His night's
His night is done. There will be no rock star for him. Just watch.
Oh, we got the SpongeBob car
It looks
involved.
like the 88 just thought he was clear, came up just a little bit, caught the quarter panel, and just right around, and then boom, and oh yeah, SpongeBob's got slapped. And one machine got slapped. He's upside down all over the place. Mike Kelly got a whole windshield view of the 47. And he's all in the wall.
Not as many as I thought were involved there, but
No,
there's a couple of them.
heck of a wreck. The only thing I don't like about the next gen car is when it wrecks, an RC car just bouncing.
Well, with the flat bottom.
Yeah, with a flat bottom and it don't come apart, and it's like, man, it looks like my RC car when it goes flipping. It just flips. Ain't nothing comes off of it. I noticed that in real life too. It's like, no one of them guys men are yelling about hard hits. There's nothing to cushion the blow. Car's like a brick. You know anything about physics? When you hit something, you want something to absorb the energy. Guys in real life ain't got nothing to absorb the energy with. Built this car like a tank. It's crazy. Got Stencil's loving it. 18 to go. Well, we know the fuel. With this caution here, though, this might help them even more fuel-wise.
Yeah, this will definitely help them through at least one green light check here. The second one, like Jason out there in the chat said, that'd be stretching.
Got some guys are in 5th gear knocking those RPMs down. The Macklin, he's in 2nd. He's still got his RPMs way up. Then you go back to the Coleman, who was clutching it, dropping the RPMs down. You can see it right there. He hits the clutch again. RPMs go to 100. Hot back. Cruise is nothing. Oh. Dude, with that thing dropping 3, might be cutting motor. A lot of these guys are just holding in 5th gear. Really a lot of saving going on out here, fuel-wise. Definitely, that tells us right there, they're not really worried about fuel.
Nah.
I'm watching them up there, watching the dash, and I mean, sure, you're going to run around here in 5th gear, I mean, because you're going to want the RPMs to come as low as you can, but hopefully some guys clutch or whatever, and not a lot of that going on.
I'd probably be clutching it a little bit.
Oh, yeah. The 91 is good on fuel. Damage is not bad at all for the wreck we were in. It's just wild. Oh, hey, you know what? It's play track racing. Never know. 1 minute you're sitting there and you're in a good spot. Next minute you're upside down going, what happened? Looking around like, where'd the roof come from? Stencil out front. He pulled this thing off with a personal comfort. Winter Cup Series here with the Sim500. Yeah, he's already had a bad night, weight-wise.
He is
can pull this thing off. He's going to take that bottom. Motessi's going to be the man up top. Macklin's going to be there behind him. And Coleman's going to be behind old Motessi.
About dead even of picks there.
Yeah. Lights off. Pace car. We're going back green.
I think I would have gone with Macklin too. I mean, we've seen Macklin. He's been aggressive all night. He likes to get up there and just push you. So maybe that's Stencil's thought process here. Macklin's going to push him and himself up past Motessi here, and they're both going to slide in up top. Coleman's kind of been a little passive on the pushing, but we are closing in on the end of this race here, Joe.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And now you're going to start seeing a little bit more pushing, a little bit more shoving. Not quite yet, still way early, late track, but it's coming.
We get to about 8 to go or so, and it might wind up the intensity levels.
Yeah. You're good. Go.
We're going to get back to the future here at 88.
Yes.
Oh, boy. It's 15 to go when we get to this line. 88's the big number. That's officiatal. That's within officiation regulation thing.
Always have 2 green-white checkers here. Factor those in.
Oh boy, here we go, Joe. You excited?
Right. Pace car's in, about to go green flag. Cross the line here, Talladega style.
Green flag.
Stencil and company up front. Stencil got help. Motessi kind of lost his Stencil partner. Actually, you know what? I'm coming down bottom.
Yeah, topside once again just did not get rolling.
I'm not sure what's going on up there, but they're going to have to figure that out if it gets to like a late caution. And, you know, they get get up there because it's taken so long. You know, quite a few laps. And look here, look who's coming to the high side. Ohika says, I'm tired of riding back here, and he's bringing a MIPS machine with him.
Oh, the fish ride is coming. We're going
He's having an
fishing.
up and down race. Got Swavely, Yoakum and Company, and Katina. And a lot of them guys have had some wild races all night long. Here comes Mojica trying to charge to the front. Gotta go.
He's like, listen, boys, I've already lost one race this season. I can't lose any more.
That's right. Scott Simley falls back to the back. Up front, still all Scott Stencil, and a little beating and banging. These guys can't figure out what they want to do.
Wow, insane action maneuvers right there. Motesi really hard on the back bumper of Macklin. He's got to be easy with that bumping in the corner, man.
Yeah, it's too early for that right now, and I always say there's places you don't want to bump, and right there, he's just off the corner. That's easy wrecking if he doesn't watch what he's doing, but he's going to make the pass smooth. But yeah, you don't want to bump in the tri-oval, through the tri-oval and the turns and all. Not yet, unless it's the last lap and all fair, loving racing then. But right now, it's just way too early, and these guys are getting a little bit dicey up front. I don't know. Start chewing on your fingernails, Corey, because there's a big one coming.
I feel a big one coming as well. You see it. You got the top 16 all in the front pack, and the second pack back there. The second pack about wrecked you.
They did.
No.
Who's had it dropped up in front? Scott Simley jumped up out in front of old Mojica. Mojica's going, man, I've just seen this picture before earlier. Come on, guys. Stencil's right there with them. Second pack in the back there, but this front pack, these guys, man, are all over the place. They look like they're out here just swapping seats.
Stencil with the crazy move to get around Motesi. It works for him. Wow.
It's exciting for us, but I tell you, the anxiety factor as a driver's got to be through the roof.
We need somebody to wear one of those heart rate sensors next time we're at Talladega.
Yeah. We can see that thing going off. I imagine somebody's heart rate's already up to 120 beats, 30 beats a second. They're coming up on lap traffic. They're going to have to get down on the low. Coleman's got his nose out front, but they are beating and banging the back end of each other on. Comes Mojica with a Heineken, man. Got Simley.
Well, look at his in fourth. We haven't even seen him all night. Kevin England.
Yeah.
In the Planet Fitness
And
car.
Hickman. Well, you know, he's out there working out. He's flexing his muscle.
Getting
Nice
that
looking
heart
car,
rate
too, by the
move.
way.
Yeah. I've never seen a Planet Fitness car, so.
Definitely got the fitness machine rolling. Strong. And down there, he's got a good pusher behind him there, Higman. There's two guys coming to the front while Coleman's trying to hold the high lane up there. Like they kind of settled down just for the moment.
They've calmed down. We ain't quite yet to 10 to go.
Joey Katina, got to give credit right there in third place, man. Remember earlier on, he was out mowing the grass, helping landscaping, and now he's up. He was a lap down. Now he's up in the third place spot right there in the top side, battling for the win. Out. That's why I say, they play track races. You know, you listen to it on Fridays. I say it all the time. Don't give up. You just never know.
I mean, you catch one good break and you're right back in the mix of everything.
You talked about it. England right now, he's pushing that bottom lane. He's got a helper behind him there of Higman. They're bringing that inside lane to life down low.
Yes, they are, and it might get dicey again here soon.
Nice looking purple he's got on that car.
Yeah. Purple and
Two
the
purple
yellow.
machines there, Higman and England.
Yeah.
And one thing I'm noticing about these cars, you see a lot of the bump drafting happening, a lot more than what we normally would see, is when these cars look like they're just so unstable and they lose so much momentum they get up front. It's like the car behind them gets so much of a pull. It ends up just bump drafting them maybe Maybe because they don't want to, but it's just they get such a run on them that it kind of happens.
Well, Joe, the second pack has caught back up. We have got ourselves a race now.
Dude,
Look
awesome
at
looking.
the hornet's nest in the back half.
Nice. Still up front. It's just been that high lane dominant right now. Coleman, Silver, Katina, England and company. Like there in the middle, you got Scott Stencil, man. He's battling it out.
Well, here comes Macklin again. Through the middle, he gets to the back bumper of Josh Williams. Remember, Macklin about 5 laps ago got shoved out of the way and went clear to the back.
Yeah, right now 3 wide, looking strong. Stencil, Macklin and company. And what a move down low. Boy, I tell you that. Wow, these.
Oh, 4
Hang
wide. Hey,
I knew
there
it.
we go.
I saw that one coming. Clear as day. Caution out. We knew that was about to happen.
I wasn't going to say anything, but
I was hoping they was going to make it through, but that was just one of those. Hang on to it. That's 4 wide. Yeah.
Moment.
But it could have been a lot worse than what it was.
Yeah.
Got the 6 machine there on Mike Motesi. He's up in the wall. It looks like, yeah, he came down and Stencil was there, the 38. They were 4 wide. And from there, just came across the nose. And once he came across the nose, it was over with. Tide right. Look at that. You want to talk about parting the seas, man. He came through there. I know he's going to need some tide after this race. That was close. That was close.
The tide ride is 13 laps down, by the way, so yeah, you got lucky. Almost got the SpongeBob car again. So, wow. 4 wide action, Jeff.
Yeah. Good one so far.
Should have, well, we'll probably come back to green with 4 or 5 to go.
But not official green white checker.
But definitely
Fuel
next
should be
go.
okay. We should be all right as far as that goes. Here's where, you know, what we just saw a second ago. Forget about it. We're about to see it even worse here.
Yeah, I think we're going to see something happen. You got Macklin back out front in second place.
Because what I'm seeing, too, is these cars aren't able to make up ground like they were before. I mean, like the trucks or something. These cars look like it's harder to get to that front, and they're having to make more aggressive moves than what you would normally see in, like, maybe the Xfinity car or the truck. So what I'm seeing right now, it just seems like these, you got to be more aggressive on that bumping and getting up to the front.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot. They changed the package. They changed how the draft model is after the last time I ever ran these cars, and it looks a lot more realistic than it ever.
It is, and it's a lot different. Again, to what I'm seeing with the truck or the Xfinity. I mean, these cars, one looks so unstable from what anything else is.
Yeah, that too. They look super stable. Like, if this was 2021 cars, they'd be all over.
Yeah.
Xfinity cars, they'd be all over. Especially the ARCA car, they'd be all over the place. These things, they just look like they have so much grip. They can about move anywhere you want.
Until they get hit in the back.
Well, until they get hit in a door or the back
Drafting
end,
doesn't look as stable in these cars as what it does in the. When they get, it looks like they're not getting lined up as good as what you'd see like in the truckers. I don't know, maybe it has something to do with the nose or what.
I don't know.
Maybe Jason can get out there and explain. Hey, nonetheless, it's exciting. It's about to get even more exciting out here with these cars. I like the new Cup car. I can say it's basically a big RC car now. Might as well. It's actually a GT3 car. That's all they are, because they actually built them on GT3.
Jason
I'm fun about guys. Yeah, this is nuts. Cars not stable. That's what I'm saying. I'm with you there, Jay. These cars don't not look stable, although they are built to be stable. They don't look like they are in the draft. Not like with the trucks. The trucks look like a brick with four wheels out there, but these cars were built to be very, like what you said, Corey, a lot of grip. They were built after GT3 cars, road cars. But here on this plate track, they have looked, I don't know, those rear ends look like they come out from under them.
Well, have you ever seen a GT3 car ride in a pack of about 20 of them at a
no.
190 mile an hour?
You got a point there. No, I've never seen a GT3 car in a draft. Normally they're out there running by themselves or maybe have a cluster or something, but that's a good point. Those are the road cars. Don't run in a pack of 30 on top of each other. Not even close to what. Daytona's kind of crazy right now. But it's gonna be good. I really, like I say, when they built these, and this was the big controversy around the NextGen car. They talked about it when they built it. It was going to be built more for a road race style, because that's the way NASCAR wants to take it. Was these cars going to be stable on oval tracks? They talked about that as drivers and all. Now the big thing is the concussions and the impact, which, hey, I'm going to tell you what, I'm not a physics major, but it don't really take much of an eye time to realize that when these cars hit the wall, they don't crumple. And that is, well, lack of a better word, that's inertia. That's you've got to have something to take that impact. And if it goes into the driver's body, why these guys in real life are having such a hard time. But go back green, here we go. Williams and company out front.
5 to go, man. This is where the money's at.
The high lane just didn't get going again, like you said before. I don't know what's wrong with the high lane.
I'm not sure, but Macklin in second, pushing Joshua Williams out front. You gotta wonder, how aggressive is Macklin gonna get here? Here we go.
You see it. Macklin's gonna take it to the top side. He's gonna sit Coleman down on the low end. He's got a good pusher there. Look at Joey Katina. Them top three cars, they're gonna sit. They can't form a freight train and walk away from the guys back there in the back that are battling 3 wide around 7th and 8th place spots. You got Simley, Coleman, Williams. Look at 4 wide in the mix. Well, we saw that earlier.
Oh, no, 4 wide, not again. Oh, please stay green. This is a PSG moment, Joe. Please stay green.
Yeah, right now you see it. Katina says, I'm going to come down low here. He's going to go with the 9 machine down there. Actually, Donaldson at 91. Out front still Macklin. Katina says, well, now I'll switch it back up high. Never mind, he's going to go to the low line. Well, good grief, where's he going?
I have no clue. And look at
Here
this.
comes Mahika. Oh, wrecking. I thought somebody was wrecking in front.
They are wrecking out in the back.
Oh, they are, yeah. I thought I saw somebody wrecking. That's Josh Williams. But, man, I'm going to tell you what, there for a second, holy cow. Back on the replay and watch what happened to him. Thought I saw somebody.
Joshua Williams.
That Williams got turned, and, boy, that could have been more just buzz.
Oh, boy.
Then he got slapped. Nailed. You know, hey, the guy that hit him, such thing is called brakes. Pedal right there beside the gas pedal on the left. I'd let you know that in case they forgot. A little late now, you hit the dude. Tore your car up. Joey Katina. I mean, what a comeback story it is here. Lap down earlier. Came back. Wow. What's it? Lap down earlier, remember?
Okay.
Yeah. Got spun. All right, let's go ahead and talk to him. Joey out in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, Joe, what's going on?
Well, man, this could be the Cinderella story for you here tonight. Earlier on, spun through, helping out landscaping, got a lap down or so, come back. Now you out here leading. How you feeling?
Well, I don't have enough friends, Joe, but it's been fun getting back up here.
Man, look, you got Mahika. Tell Mahika to push you.
He has never helped me, so I don't expect it today, so everybody's going for the win. I don't know how we'll figure this thing out, but it's been fun getting back up here.
I got to ask, how's the draft work? I mean, these cars look, as so much as they talk about them being stable, they look so unstable in the draft.
They are, and everybody's moving all over the place, and especially when you lock bumpers, it's even worse. So, but it's still, I mean, with this group of guys, I mean, they call you out quick, but everybody's been able to hold on to it pretty good up here in the front.
Good luck out there, man.
Thank you, Joe.
Hey. Yep. Goes Joey Katina. What? He said something interesting right there. What we talking about? And he said it. He said these cars are very, very, very loose when they're bumping and in the draft and out there. It's a good thing the guys are calling him out with a group of guys he's got, but it's the same thing we're seeing. So he's feeling it right there in the driver's seat.
Like he said, he has no friends. So.
Yeah, but does he need friends? I mean, come on. If everybody's going for the win, it's basically going to be a matter of where he can put that car at. I've not seen anybody utilize friends yet out here. It's kind of been every man for himself.
I don't think there are any of them out front that have any kind of friends up there.
Well, Randy Yoakum and Tommy Ryan might be the only two teammates. They're back at 12 and 13. I mean, Joey, got nearest teammate would be, he's got, Coleman. Jesse's not in it anymore. He's out of there. Does have Jimmy Coleman right there with him. So, but I mean, here's the thing. You heard what he said. Everybody's going for the win. So, it's, even though you got your teammate there, you're going, well, not a lot of confidence, man, that my teammate's going to help me.
Yeah, I don't have any confidence on a teammate helping me either. With a green light check.
I'd help you out, man. I'd help you out.
Hey, you and Jack. You done told me once you wouldn't help.
What? We're side by side going.
You told me you'd wreck me. I don't know, because you'd rather win.
How much money's on the line?
Oh. Okay, so if there isn't money on the line, he's going to help.
Yeah, ain't no money on the line, man. I'll push you to win over here.
Oh, okay, I see how it is.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Well, let's see. Joey's got... normally, actually, he's not in a good spot. I don't like being the leader.
He's taking
the high lane. Well, you know what? This might be smart. I don't blame him. We've seen everybody want that high lane, but does put him up there with his teammate. That is a good one. A good strategy here.
Yeah, this could be whoever gets whichever lane gets out front early.
Right. Now we might see the first time the top lane gets a good start because Peter's up there. Mostly it's been a low line getting a good start, but again, I go back to not only what he said, he doesn't have any help out there. He's the leader, and and I know, coming to these green-white, there's just going to be a green-white checkered here. Coming to these, being the leader, I never want to be the leader coming to the last laps, any plate race. Usually around third or fourth is where I'd love to be at. I mean, we've seen it many, many times. Winners from the race come from that position. Mahika's sitting right there in a good spot.
Yeah, Mahika, he's trying to win again. He needs to restart his winning streak.
Yeah, he's trying to wind it back up. I mean, to get his winners, like you said, road?
Yeah.
On a road, something like that. Yeah. And he got it broke. Comstock was the man who took that one off from him. See, tonight, though, very well could pull it off here. I mean, he's come from the back. Got to watch out on him. But got to get around Katina, Macklin, Coleman, Donaldson, Glacier, and company.
It was 3 in a row.
3 in a row, okay.
And then he got wrecked at North Wilkesboro before we went on Christmas break.
Yeah. Was Comstock the one?
Man, he ain't even in here.
No, he didn't. Fun race, he ain't here. Here we go. Pace cars in. Green, white checker temp number 1. Get 2 of them here in the series.
Yeah, we get
Tina's
2
gonna
up.
bring them. Gonna bring them to the line. Fuel shouldn't be an issue for the guys. Definitely not going to be an issue for Katina. He pitted at lap 58, by the way.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so he's got plenty. Oh, and he gets a good jump. Now, he wants Coleman to come with him because if he doesn't, then he's either going to have to drop down on that, on the low line. But, yeah, he gets Coleman to come with him there.
Yeah, the high side got a little bit better of a jump there than they have in most recent starts. But the bottom, about dead even. They are dead even, Jeff.
Yeah, right now what you want is you want Coleman. If you're the guy behind, you want Joey Katina wants Coleman to push like ever behind him. Well, let's see what happens here. They want to try to get as far out as they can. You can see him. He is glued to that back bumper. Now, when they hit the white flag, it don't matter about temperatures. They'll blow them things sky high.
Yeah, you get to this white flag here. I'm pretty sure I've done it. Oh, they're crashing at the back. That shouldn't be a caution. If they get to this line here, white flag, it's game over, baby.
Yeah, it is, and it looks like they're going to. Katina's going to low. Yes, they did. They're crashing. Mojica's around. They made it to the white flag. We're not. It's going to be official, but Mojica got clipped coming across the line. Can Katina hold on to this thing out front? Oh, coming, boy. It's a freight trainer. Coleman going to try to do something wild there. Tommy, Ryan, Macklin, keep your eye on them boys.
Yeah, watch Macklin. Macklin's been aggressive all race. How does he help out? Oh, he got Ryan loose. Ryan, no help down at the bottom. Here comes Macklin up top, 4 wide.
4 wide out of the turn, man. This is going to be interesting. Joey Katina out front. He's going, you guys go ahead and wreck back in the back.
Look at this.
Nobody, but never mind. Here comes a head of steam. Macklin's got it. It's a drag race to the line.
Baby.
Macklin's got it.
Macklin,
Oh,
hold
wow.
on. Wow, what a charge for Macklin from 4th to the lead.
Well, I told you that Katina didn't need no help, but it basically was just a drag race to the line on that one. I mean, you couldn't have come up with no better finish than that. That was awesome right there. Coleman ends up surviving and coming across 3rd. But what a race for that man right there, Brian Macklin, bringing it home. Man, that was good.
I told you, man, Macklin aggressive out there all night. Oh, boy.
Awesome. What a race. What a race. But these races, man, they come in a wild one. All right. Talk to anybody?
Yeah, I'll talk. They've 3rd and 2nd.
I'll bring up Coleman here. Let's work. Third place.
Hey there, Jimmy. You got a copy on me?
I got you.
Well, man, you held on there in the chaotic green-white checkered. You got yourself a top 3. How was it?
Man, it was actually a pretty good race. I mean, I felt like from the get-go, I wanted to stay toward the front, try to control it. I felt like I did a pretty decent job of it. And then coming there to the end, I was really committed to Joey. I wasn't going to come off Joey's bumper if I could help it. And I'm not sure what happened. I just know everybody kind of got together. And I had damage. And I know coming down the back, it just felt like a parachute once they got beside of me. And I just couldn't stay on him.
Yeah, like you said there, just at the end of your comment about the parachute with the side draft. How is that side draft might affect that car?
Oh, it's crazy in this car. I mean, it really is. That's the best way to describe it. It's like a parachute coming out on you. And then especially there with damage, it made it worse. And I think we might have been 3 or 4 wide too on top of that. So, but overall, still, I mean, I'll take a third. I like seeing Joey got the win, but we'll take it.
Well, there you have it. You got anybody you like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you all always for putting input on the broadcast. All my Sim500 Mafia teammates, P-Rod Towing for being on board, just everybody here in the league. Appreciate everybody coming out. Hope everybody enjoyed the show.
There you have it, folks. Your third place driver, Jimmy Coleman.
Outstanding job, too. Well, let's bring up second place man. Almost pulled this thing off here, Joey Katina.
Hey, Joe, you got a copy on me?
I guess.
Oh, man, heartbreak there on the white flag. You lost your dancing partner. Talk us through that final few laps.
Yeah, we tried. We thought the best strategy was to jump on the top of the racetrack, and we did everything we could. I think Jimmy, he got his momentum slowed up, and that just killed me.
Yeah, man. What were you thinking when Brian Macklin came around on your outside right there?
Well, I've wrecked Pedro already, or Kevin Brown this year racing for the win at Daytona off of 4. And the main thing was I didn't want to do it again tonight because they don't let you live it up when you do make a mistake. So I just wanted to make sure I got across the line clean. Didn't wreck the 30 doing it, but I don't know. I probably should have stayed a little closer to him through the tribal, but whatever. It was still a good race. We got wrecked, halfway through the deal, and almost to a complete stop. Lost the draft, went a lap down. Drove through some hellacious crashes, never got any damage. So, I mean, all in all, perfect night for us, other than just coming out with a win.
Yeah, I'd say I'd take that kind of night. You got anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
Man, NC811 North Carolina, call before you dig. Very proud to have them on the race car. Every week we run the cup car. So we're, just remember, call before you dig, 811. Other than that, guys, just thank the field. Thank everybody at Sim500. Thank you guys at the broadcast booth. It's been a great year. This is our last race for 2022. I think we put on a great show to close it out. So thank y'all, and we'll see y'all next year.
There you have it, folks. Your second place driver, Joey Katina.
Absolutely, and doing an outstanding job. He said he didn't need any help. He needed just a little bit there at the end, but, man, still an outstanding job. But this guy out of nowhere. Brian, Joey in the booth, got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Doing good. I tell you what, coming to the last lap, those last turns, did you think you was even going to be able to make it up there to first place and win this thing?
Yeah, man. I mean, this style of racing is so unpredictable. You really just don't know from one lap to the next. You just kind of have to hang on. And I felt like I was in a bad spot when Joey took the top on the restart, being stuck on the bottom with the side draft. That's not where I wanted to be at all. And I don't know. It just all kind of worked out. The last lap was absolutely insane.
Yeah, now take us through there when you were catching him. I mean, did you think you had the momentum to shoot right by him come through the trioval?
Yeah, I thought so because he kind of let go of the top in the middle of 3 and 4 there, and I had somebody behind me that gave me a really good push, and I just felt like I had to get to his right rear. If I went to the inside of him, he was going to be able to side draft me and keep me from winning the race. So I knew I had to get to his outside. Once I got there, I was pretty confident it was going to go in my favor.
Like I say, what a heck of a run to the front, man. You got anybody you want to thank for a good win?
Got to thank you guys, of course, for doing the broadcast. Got to thank Personal Comfort for jumping on and being the series sponsor this year. Got to thank all the admins here at Sim500. Without them, we're not racing. Got to thank Trans Service. They're my personal sponsor on the number 30 car. Looking forward to hopefully having a third year with them in the Cup Series. And just want to say Happy New Year to everybody that's watching, and thanks for being a part of this program. We got a great thing going, and hopefully next year will be just as good.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely starting off right, man. Kick off and end of the year. Again, congratulations to our Brian Macklin.
Thank you, sir. Happy New Year.
Yo, well, man, Corey, I tell you what, it's Talladega, and that's just, that's what it's like. It's a wild one coming to the finish here tonight. These guys here at Personal Comfort Sim500, hey, they put on a good show, and then Brian Macklin just stealing it there at the end.
Yeah, that was one good show to cap off 2022. Are definitely looking forward to resuming here in 2023.
Absolutely. Well, like you said there, man, we'll see you next year here for the Sim500 Personal Comfort Winter Cup Series with the man Brian Macklin pulling it off here at Talladega. For myself and everyone, have a good night.
Sleep number 360 comes with what they call responsive air technology, or as what we like to call it around here, RAT. The idea is the mattress will automatically adjust during the night based on your body's position. It's a key selling feature of the Sleep Number 360 bed. But guess what? You can only use RAT when the bed is flat. So, if you like to sleep with your head or feet slightly elevated on the FlexFit base, you can forget about responsive air technology. My question to you, is it really worth the money? On the Personal Comfort mattress, we use a passive pressure monitoring system that works no matter what position the mattress is in. It's measuring the pressure of the mattress on your body at all times using a standard medical pressure scale, and it shows you how the pressure changes as you move in real time. This is a setting you can activate on any one of our hand controls. It's a simpler system than Sleep Number's RAT. For one thing, it's not turning on throughout the night to make adjustments. But what we really like about that, well, it's simple and it works.